Hello guys, this is Medical Science Lecture Room. In case you're new to this channel, please hit the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that once new videos are made, you'll be first to be notified. Again, like this video and share it. I want to quickly react to the question that we have before us. This question is about factorization of polynomial. Now, the question goes this way. We were told that if x plus 2 and x minus 3 are factors of fx, we have f of x is equal to x raised to power 3 plus ax squared minus 7x plus b. We're told that if x plus 2 and x minus 3 are factors of this expression, where a and b are constant, determine or calculate the values of what a and b and hence factorize, which is why I say this discussion is on factorization, but the question didn't come straight. It comes through an indirect way. The presentation is so indirect, but at the end we end with what? Factorization. Here we have f of x given as this, and there is just no way we can factorize directly because the value of a is not known, the value of b is not known, for which the examiner says you should first find them. You first find those, calculate for a and b. Once you get a and b, you can now factorize the resulting one expression. So let's quickly see how we can go about it. Now, but the examiner has given us an information that will help us find the value of a and b. We were told that x plus 2 and x minus 3 are what? Factors. Now, please take note, if x plus 2 is a factor, it therefore means that x plus 2 can divide this without any remainder. That's what that means. X plus 2 being a factor from the question, we'll be told that x plus 2 is a factor. And if x plus 2 is a factor, it means that x plus 2 can divide this without any remainder. So, but it will be difficult for us to attempt to divide it, to see what the quotient will become, because this a and this are not all known. So what do? We apply the remainders theory. I will say let x plus 2 be equal to 0. And if it's equal to 0, I will say x will be equal to minus 2. X will be equal to minus 2, where plus 2 will go to the other side of the equation. Of course, you know it will turn to what? Minus 2. Now, I will now try to substitute minus 2 in this expression. Once I do that, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to look for what? The remainder. The remainder will be equal to f of minus 2. And we've been told that f of minus 2 is equal to 0 because they say x plus 2 is a factor. For x plus 2 to be a factor, it means if you make x a subject of the formula, the answer becomes minus 2. It means minus 2 is what? A 0 of that expression. It means minus 2 is the root of that equation. And for minus 2 to be root of that equation, it means the remainder must be 0, which is why I say r is equal to f minus 2 equal to 0. So what am I supposed to do right now? I will attempt to substitute. In place of x, I will replace with minus 2. Now, this becomes minus 2 raised to power 3, because here, and then plus a into minus 2 raised to power 2 minus 7 minus 2 plus what? B. Wherever we have what? X, we have to replace them with minus 2. As you can see, in this case, this is minus 2 raised to power 3. So minus 2 raised to power 3 is the same as what? Minus 16. Because that will be minus 2 times minus 2, which of course is what? Plus 4. Plus 4 times minus 2. Sorry, that will be minus 8. So we're going to have here minus 8. Now plus minus 2 times minus 2, of course, that will be 4. 4 times 8, that will be 4a. This will give us plus 14. Plus 14 minus 7 times minus 2, that will be 14. Then we're going to have here plus what? B. If you rearrange this, of course, you know that this will become what? 4a plus b. Now where minus 8 and plus 4, what will be the value of minus 8 plus 4? Minus 8 plus, sorry, minus. So I want to rearrange it. If I'm doing so, I'll start with a, 4a, then b, the next is the constant, minus 8 plus 14. minus 8 plus 14. Of course, that will be what? Plus 6. That will be plus 6, plus 6. And that will be equal to 0. Remember, we were told that when we substitute minus 2, that everything must be equal to 0. That is what it means by when they say x plus 2 is a factor. When they say x plus 2 is a factor, it means that that value of x for which this x plus 2 becomes a factor. If you substitute it there, that value will come, what you have will be what? 0. So if I substitute minus 2 in this, the answer, I expect the answer to be what? Equal to 0, because of what? This statement that it is what? A factor. S plus 2 is what? A factor. So you see, for a plus b plus 6, I can call this equation 1. Again, we were given another x minus 3. If I say x minus 3 should be equal to 0, this will become what? X equal to 3. It means we have to substitute what? Wherever we have what? X. Let us have what? 3. There. That becomes remainder equal to f of x. Of course, in this case, our f of x is what? 3. And we said this is equal to, it has to be what? 0. We now substitute. This will be 3 raised to power 3 plus a into 3 raised to power 2 minus 7, 3 plus what? B. Remember, we are substituting what? X for x. Wherever x is, we replace with what? 3. And so 3 to the power of 3 will give us 27. And then this will be plus 9a. This will give us what? Minus 21 plus b. Again, rearranging. This will give us 9a plus b. We now say 27 minus 21. Of course, that will give us what? 6. That will be plus 6. And we call this equation what? 2. That becomes equation 2. So we try to solve the two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. We try to solve them simultaneously. So I will say, I will try to solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Let me bring them up. Equation 1 is 4a plus b. Now I'll try, of course, this goes to the other side. That will be equal to minus 6. Then equation 2, that is 9a plus b. And this 6 going to the other side, it becomes what? Minus 6 as well. Okay, this 6 going to the other side becomes minus 6 as it crosses equality sign. This equally, as it crosses equality sign, it becomes what? Minus 6. Now, what we try to solve this, of course, this is a simultaneous equation. We can just eliminate, since the coefficient of this b and this b are the same, we can do direct elimination. So this is 4a, this 4a minus 9a. That, of course, will give us minus 5 what? A. The b minus b is 0. Then this becomes minus 6 minus 6. Minus 6 minus 6, of course, that will be what? 0. Minus 6 minus 6 will give us the 0. So we now have minus 5a equal to 0. At this point, we can say a is equal to 0 all over 5 minus 5, and a will be what? 0. A will be 0. A is equal to 0 in that case. So we now said if we try to substitute this in either of the equation, if I substitute a equal to 0 in equation 1, that will be what? 4a plus b equal to minus 6. Of course, that will be what? 4 times 0. As I substitute that 4 times 0, that will, of course, will be what? 0. B will be equal to what? Minus 6. Therefore, A is equal to 0. B is equal to minus 6. Now, remember, the first question was find the value of A and then find the value of B. After getting those values, they ask us to factorize the resulting expression. Now, having gotten the value of A and B, I have to substitute these values in this to enable me have the real polynomial expression. If I substitute, I will now say f of x, substituting, that will give us x cubed, now plus a is 0, of course. Of course, that will be 0 into what? X squared, then minus 7x plus b. The b value is what? Minus 6. So here now this becomes x cubed. Of course, this is 0. We have here minus 7x minus 6. And that, of course, this is the real expression that we've been asked to factorize this completely. Remember, they have given us the first, they've given us two factors already. The two factors given to us before were what? X. Remember, we had earlier, the factor given to us was x minus 2 and what? X plus 3. Those were the first factors given to us. Okay, sorry, x minus 3 and x plus 2. X minus 3 and x plus 2. These were the two factors given to us earlier. And so we use these two factors to get the value of a and b. Now, if we are asked to find the remaining factor, they ask us to factorize, because you know that this expression has power 3. For it to have power 3, it means there should be another factor. So, for me to do so, I will simply multiply this. If I do this times, that will be what? X squared. This time this will be minus 3x. This time this will be plus 2x. This time this will be what? Minus 6. Minus 6. And then this will be what? X squared. This and this will give me what? Minus x minus 6. I take that again. I try to multiply the two factors that were given. X times this will be x squared. X times this will be minus 3x. 2 times this will be plus 2x. 2 times this is minus 6. We'll bring down x squared. This and this will give us minus x. And then we have minus 6. So it means that if you multiply these two factors that were given to us, what we have is x squared minus x minus 6. We will now use this to divide this new expression that we have to enable us to have the quotient. And once we get the quotient becomes what? The third factor, because the examiner says, and hence factorized. And hence factorized, meaning that we need to find the third factor. So let's quickly do that. So this is my divisor. My divisor will be here, x squared minus x minus 6. And then the quotient will be this. I mean the dividend. The dividend will be up here. Will be here, my 3x cubed minus 7x minus 6. So I will ask myself, what is the degree of this expression? You agree with me that it is 3, because the highest power is 3. The greatest, this is power 3, this is power 1, and this is power 0. It means the greatest power here is what? Power 3, while the greatest power or the highest power here is power 2. And so I will use this to divide this. Therefore means x cubed divided by what? X squared. And that, of course, will give us what? X. I haven't done so. I will now say x times this. That will give us what? X raised to power 3. X times this, that will give us minus x raised to power 2. X times this, that will be minus 6 what? X. I'll take that again. X squared into this. In other words, x cubed divided by what? X. The answer, of course, will be what? X. X times this will be x cubed. X times minus x will be minus x squared. X times this will be what? Minus 6x. Now this division of what? A polynomial. Like I told you, I have a video. I've done a video on division of polynomial where I had to explain the basics. So go for that video, check for it. You will see it, Medical Science Lecture Room by Dr. Godwin. You will see that video. And once you see that video, you have understanding of how division of polynomial is. So now I'll draw this line. Of course, at this point, I want the x cubed to be what? Eliminated. And so I will introduce a minus sign here. It becomes x cubed minus x cubed. That will become 0. Now, if you watch, the next term here is x squared. On this line, there is no x squared. It therefore means that x squared here is 0. Meaning that if I had to introduce x squared here, I would have introduced 0x squared. That's what I would introduce. So that it becomes 0x squared minus x squared here. That will give us plus x squared. Now again, here is 7x, here is 6x. You can see we are having minus 7x, which is this, minus, which is this one, then minus 6x. And this will give us minus 7x. This times this will be plus 6x. and of course that will be minus x. So I will have minus x here. Then here will be minus 6, because I will say minus 6 minus 0, that will be minus 6. Now at this point, what do you see? You notice that the power of this, the highest power here is 1. Is 2. The highest power here is 2. In division of polynomial, you will continue to divide that polynomial until when the power of any expression that you have at any level is smaller or lesser than the power of the divisor. That's when you're going to stop to divide. In this case, the power here is the same as the power of the divisor. Therefore, I have to continue to divide. Therefore, at this point, I'll say x squared into this. It means x squared divided by what? X squared. Of course, that will be 1. I will now say plus 1. I will write 1 here. That 1 times this will give me what? X squared. 1 times this will be minus x. 1 times this will be minus 6. I'll draw this line again. I'll put a minus sign here. And once you do that, x squared minus x squared will give us 0. Now, this one will be what? Minus x minus x. That will be minus x plus x. This will be what? 0. This, of course, will be 0. You can now see that. Remember that x squared minus x minus 6 was gotten from what? From what? X plus 2 times x minus 3. And remember, from the beginning, the equation gave us the information that x plus 2 is a factor, x minus 3 is a factor. What that means is that even after we have multiplied the 2, what we now have is this one. Therefore, this is also a factor. Since these that gave rise to this are factors, therefore this must be factored. Therefore, if we use this to divide, we expect the remainder to be 0, which is what we have seen. We have used it to divide. You've seen that the remainder, when we use this, the whole of this, subtracting this, what we have at this point, this one will be 0, this one will be 0, this one will be 0. Therefore, at this point, we're going to conclude that remainder is 0 when we use this to divide this. And that further confirm what the equation told us from the very beginning. And also, at this point, what do we have up here? This becomes what? A quotient. This quotient becomes the third factor. Therefore, we can say that, hence, the factors of that, the factors include what? This one, which is x plus 1, the other one, x plus 2, and the other one, x minus 3. And the examiner say, hence, factorize completely. It means that the examiner knew that the highest power you saw from that, you saw from the given polynomial expression is 3. And if it is 3, you expect 3 factors. If the power here was 4, we'll expect 4 factors on the ground that all the factors are linear. To believe you have understanding of how remainders theory can be applied, and it will lead you to simultaneous equation, and also will it will lead you to simultaneous equation. So if you do not have understanding of remainders theory, then again, please look for the video I have made on remainders theory, because that video will help you have an absolute understanding of how to apply remainders theory to any of these polynomial expression. So once again, if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscription button, turn on your the notification bell, so that once new videos are made, you'll be first to be notified. Again, like this video and share. In case you have any comments, please drop them at the comment section. Thank you.